Trigger warning. Swearing, suicidal topics, and depression. This will not be PG.
Hello my lovely insomniacs, it's been quite a while, as always. In this video, I will be discussing many touchy topics. If you are in a bad state of mind, please watch this later. This is a documentation of my mental health throughout the years of my content creation. Obviously, parts of this will be cut out due to general privacy reasons and trust issues. Stay safe and do not share any personal information on the internet. It's all around a bad idea, as this is the internet, and any mark made will never leave. I obviously had to start somewhere, and I started from a small mind and a can of Pringles. Not sponsored. I wasn't in the best state of mind, but I still wanted to make content. I wanted to make other people smile when I couldn't smile myself. I was still in school, pretty much suffering and deathly afraid of many things. I didn't upload much back then, but when I did, I tried to be funny and energetic. And when that failed, I rambled on and on about my real-life problems, pretty much just venting to the world. In a few streams I did back then, I got 1 to 0 views. It made my confidence spiral, and in one particular stream, which has been archived due to me being uncomfortable with sharing it to the world, I genuinely started crying, stating how it was all pointless and I shouldn't try anymore. This was all before I admitted to my family what trauma I had been through. I obviously won't be stating specifics here, but I was betrayed by someone close, and when I say betrayed, I mean ruined. I wasn't the only person going through this. Someone else close to me was also harmed by this person. Once I had told my family, they started to deal with it. I am no longer anywhere near that person, nor will I be for the next 20-odd years. After coming out to my parents with the trauma, I started to feel better. I was put on the waiting list for therapy and took a genuine break from content and the internet in general. I just took time to relax. But when I felt a bit better, I started making content again, mainly a series that will never be finished. Sorry not sorry. My modded Minecraft series. The entire mod pack for this is legitimately called FML, which is an abbreviation for Fuck My Life. Obviously at the time, I was still very depressed. Focusing more on content though, I tried harder to ramble less. I made a good portion of videos during this time, but it didn't last long, and I eventually took another break. At this time, I was failing school like no one else. I was doing online schoolwork due to my social anxiety, but I fell behind, so far behind that I am still, to this day, surprised that I passed. But during that painful time, I tried so desperately hard to make friends. Not only was I desperate, but the friends I had in real life, especially the one I had trusted the most, stopped contacting me. I felt alone. I would have spoken to Nait, but they were dealing with their own issues, which I won't go into detail about. I had no one for a while, and I felt empty. I began looking for random servers, specifically Origin ones, to remind me of that sacred time. Worse fall SMP. After I found a server, I spoke around and eventually found other content creators. I was then invited to a Discord server called Content Hole. Many other content creators were there, and I made a few lifelong friends there. One of them being Patchwork Fellow. He offered to make a video of hide-and-seek together, so I did. Even though I was fashionably late, we eventually all uploaded those videos, and mine is still up on my channel, with everyone else's linked in its description. After that, I was invited to my first full series. I was ecstatic, seeing as it would be my first multiplayer series. Somewhere I wouldn't feel alone, and it was amazing. I had a great time, and I still look back at those videos and think of the genuine fun times I had. Around this time would be the first time I genuinely smiled of joy in around 8 years. Before then, it was never really a true smile. Moving on, I really appreciated the company of Patch and Blue. It was nice, and when it ended, I felt more motivated than ever. In fact, before Enchanted Life began, I started a new series called Piratecraft. This world was one where I complained about the newer additions to Minecraft. It felt odd what they were adding, so I decided to travel back, additionally trapping myself in that older version. This series will also, most obviously, not be finished either. I unfortunately have no motivation to do things in single player anymore, at least not content-wise. But despite that, the videos I made I am still proud of, especially the one where I travel back in time, though the editing could have used some work. Enough with that, let's move on to more recent events. This entire segment will not be disclosed due to my unwanting of this person on my channel. Instead, check out the video that I helped make by Nait in the description. It was my full response to this misery I went through. I am currently doing a lot better. I have gotten a therapist, and as of now, I'm taking prescribed antidepressants. I obviously won't be as active due to the more recent events that have taken place, but I promise to upload and stream again when Season 3 of Eclipse SMP comes out. A massive thank you to those who have supported me through this entire crazy journey. Even though I haven't even grown that much, I still thank everyone for their support and kindness, and thank you for watching. I'd appreciate a like and subscribe, though you don't have to. Just remember to stay safe, be happy, and have a good rest of your day, or night, or whatever.